Neo Akihabara comes fully stocked with multiple timelines. This is OCTOMAGIC. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there because I can't see you. Anyway, this is technically the third Slay the Spire episode I'm recording, but it's actually the first one you're going to see because I wasn't happy with the first one, and my roommate walked in on me on the second one. So I guess I need to start over explaining how to play this game. I've played this game quite a bit, not an insane amount, but I think I have 120 hours in this game, which is a decent amount. And so I'm not going to start at the beginning, right? This game, actually, we'll do one run. We'll do one run at Ascension 0, and we'll sort of show off the base game, because the game gets harder on these Ascension levels, and the last Ascension level is Ascension 20, which I'm not even close to. I did have an amazing run with the Ironclad. I'm really sad that you missed out on, because, like I said, my roommate walked in on me. Let's just start with the Ironclad. I know I just played the Ironclad myself, but it's good. We'll do a daily. If I die, I don't think I'll die until at least the third floor on Ascension 0. But if I die, we'll do a quick daily. Let's look at what it is. Chimera. Oh, that'll go really fast. Okay, so we can do that if we fail. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, I haven't specified yet. I guess this is a solo stream. This is a Gwen solo stream recording, because one, I don't think I could get any co-host to sit here and talk with me for an hour about a game they don't enjoy playing, and also because everybody is in quarantine and not near me. I profess my love for enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP 20 times in my last recordings, but I'm gonna do it again, because the idea is that you can get a free elite out of it if you can balance your pathway correctly. Who's our boss? The Guardian? This is my least favorite Act 1 boss. I think he's super annoying. I also don't know that there is a way. Okay, there is a way for us to get a free elite, but it's gonna be tricky. Although attaining a curse, and then actually we'll take the curse and then just immediately remove it. I think the rare relic is worth it more than just the free elite fight, because we'll probably be able to fight all the elites anyway, and then we'll end up with those relics. So this is just effectively a bonus relic. Wing boots, I don't enjoy. I think wing boots are trash. We're gonna go. I mean, they're good. But I tend to have a natural aversion to relics that are consumable. So we'll take 5 damage here, but it's going to be alright. We have Burning Blood, which is the Ironclad's unique relic. Allows us to heal 6 after every turn. See, now we have to take 2 damage, which is a pain. Ha, get it? Anyway, so the general idea is take damage, and I really like Uppercut in general. I think it's a cool card, does lots of stuff. Let's go remove our pain. Yeah. Anyway, now I can go over the stuff I talked about in the previous episodes. Let's take Sever Soul as well. I think it's a good early damage card. Go up this way. Remove a card. Generally, a good idea is to remove as many of your garbage strikes and defense as you can. Keep your deck thin. Keep cycling through your good cards. Anyway, I have been watching because of the quarantine, and it's also coinciding with spring break at my university, which is extended for 2 weeks, and I have plenty of time to just watch and consume media. 3 to 3 strikes. Let's see, what did I watch last night? I watched Looper the other day, and I kind of enjoyed Looper a lot. I know there's people don't necessarily love that movie, but I didn't even know it was directed by Rian Johnson, who I really enjoyed. I had the take that The Last Jedi was the best Star Wars movie way before it was cool and hipster to do so. Anyway, let's take a headbutt, I think. Yeah? I think it's probably time to take a true grit. Anyway, so yeah, Looper, for those of you who haven't seen it, the central premise is that, like, in the future, they invent time travel, but, like, it's outlawed, so the only people who use it are these organized crime outfits who use it to send bodies or people back in the past who are then murdered. It's really convoluted, but it's an interesting concept, because the idea is that, like, if you're one of these hitmen that has to kill these people who get sent back from the future, you will eventually have to kill yourself, because that's the only way they can erase any trace of ever knowing you. Which is, like, it really just feels like they came up with that and were like, this is going to be the movie, right? They were like, they had this, like, one idea. I didn't really think about where to go from there, because there's, like, all this, like, psychic stuff in the movie that's, like, kind of interesting, and I enjoyed. I thought, for those of you who have seen Looper, I thought it would have been much. I knew that the kid was going to be the holy terror, or whatever they call him, pretty early, right? But I thought it would be way more interesting if it turned out to be the mom, right? So there would be this, like he has this attachment to, like, not killing a kid in the movie, but it would have been so much more interesting if it's, like, this woman he's fallen in love with. He had to decide whether or not to kill her. I probably should have attacked the middle one here, but it's fine. Anyway, I enjoyed that at least had the guts enough to make the main character kill himself to change the future. Right? That was... So often you'll be like a character will do something like that, and then you'll be like, okay, but they're gonna just undo it 2 seconds later. But they didn't, and that was cool. It's shot really well, too, actually. I enjoyed the way it was shot immensely. Wrong one. Like, I think when he's about to kill himself, I need to go back and... I meant to go back and check this, but I think that the clouds, like the airplane trail, whatever it's called, like, makes the shape of a heartbeat, or like a... What's the word for, like, the thing that they have in the hospital that, you know what I'm talking about, right? That it shows your heartbeat, EKG, something like that. And I thought that was cool. That was good. I think Rian Johnson is a good filmmaker, or Rian Johnson, however you say it. It's spelled Rian, but, you know. Speaking of Rian Johnson, I enjoyed Knives Out a lot too. I thought that was a really good movie. Let's fight this third elite. Let's do it. I believe in us. We have 2 potions. It'll probably be Gremlin Knob or Log of Lulin, which is really useful for Fire Potion. Kill the slime. True Grit. Anyway, Knives Out was good. I watched Knives Out, and then, like, the next day, or like a couple days afterwards, then I went and watched Jojo Rabbit. And I thought I enjoyed Jojo Rabbit more than most people did. I thought I liked it a little bit more than Knives Out. Just, I don't know, it felt... Alright. The way it was tonally balanced was really well done, right? Because it's in Berlin during World War II, which is, like, sort of the ultimate test for your writing ability, I guess. Like, let's make this sort of event that has been historically stigmatized. I don't know why I played that. And let's make it funny, which is, like, you have to admire them for going after it. Like, Sever Soul or Uppercut, and then we'll do this, and then we're just gonna use our Fire Potion. Blue Candle is fine. Immolate is good. It's a rare. Then we're just gonna work our way up. Yeah, like, I do not like Scarlett Johansson. And I thought, in that movie, like, made me like her a little bit, right? Like, her performance was really good. 21 plus 6. Like, when there's a moment early-ish in the movie where JoJo is clearly very sad that his father has gone away, and his mom was like, "Oh, you want your dad to come back?" So she dresses up like his dad, and there's like a whole thing, and it's good. It's a very sweet scene, and she handles it really well because I guess she's a good actor despite being a jerk. I like the college humor bit. Don't make fun of me for liking college humor, where it's Scarlett Johansson's agent just sort of descending into madness as she keeps saying quote-unquote problematic stuff. We're gonna take a relic since we have Blue Candle. Turnip is really good. It's one of my favorite relics in the game. It's just so obnoxious and you're like, I blocked for that much, and then all of your sort of futile attempts at blocking are just undermined. The Incredibles 2 Rise of the Underminer, as just The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, as Blair is so fond of talking about. Every time you ask Blair what her favorite game is, she says The Incredibles 2 The Rise of the Underminer, which is just ridiculous. It's good. Because I know, right, like, there is a lot of nostalgia for that game, but could she at least have some sort of taste when it comes to the nostalgia? I'm mostly saying this because she's probably going to watch this video again for quality control because she doesn't trust me to make good content on my own, which is justifiable. Anyway, so we're fighting the Guardian here. The Guardian is, as I professed before, my least favorite Act 1 boss. Just a real jerk. I like to be able to hit my enemies a bunch, and this boss doesn't want to be hit. Just like fair, but like, don't be a dick about it. I don't think anything here is going to get us out of this, so we're just going to take the 12 damage. Like, it's only Ascension 0, so we'll fully heal after the boss. I tend to feel as if my HP is like sacred and it cannot be touched, which is obviously absurd. I don't want to sever soul with Shargadoff. I think it's too good of a card. Shargadoff gets really good the more energy you have, because I really hope we get an energy relic. I didn't get an energy relic on one of my early runs, and it was just crippling. I don't know why I did it like that. Anyway, this is going to go fine. We'll beat this big old jerk. Fine. If this was a daily, I'd be in big trouble, because you're not supposed to get ideas that you want to take no damage, right? You get a perfect score. You get bonus points for taking no HP damage. Oh, I just exhausted all of my good block cards. Exhausting, by the way, for those of you who haven't played this game and have decided to watch me play it, they are no longer in play for the rest of this combat. Ugh, this sucks. I am almost about to die because I keep exhausting all of my 16. I weaken him. That's 25%. 25%. 12. I'll do 12 damage. I'll take 3. So I'll have 20. And then next turn he'll be vulnerable, and I can do Immolate. I played this a little fast and loose, and now I'm close to dying, but okay. I did a brief bit of math. I promise I'll never do that to you again. I'm lying about that. So Corruption and Demon Form are obviously the best cards here, but I don't have anything that synergizes with Corruption yet, and Demon Form is really expensive to play. I think I'm just gonna take Corruption and hope we get some exhaust synergies. We're gonna take Snecko Eye. Yeah, we're gonna take Snecko Eye. One of the Ironclad's sort of like core archetypes is that he likes to exhaust cards and play around with exhaust, which is not like every character like interacts with exhaust somewhat, but none of them sort of to the degree that the Ironclad does. Okay, so Snecko Eye already paying dividends for us. It randomizes the cost of our cards if you, I guess, supposing that you didn't know what what Confuse does, which is fine, right? But it also makes you draw 2 at the start of your turn, which is really good. So it allows us to get past one of my least favorite enemies in the game. Every enemy is my least favorite in the game. Whatever enemy I'm fighting is my least favorite. So we'll do this, and then we'll just block once. Should have just played Corruption, then I could have blocked all the times. Do that. And we can do this, and then this, and then this. Okay, so this build is looking pretty strong. I think now that we have... Does this make a noise? Boss Relic. I don't tend to like click on these, I never have. So I don't know what rarity these are. I'm tempted to take Body Slam. Just because with Corruption, we'll generate a lot of block in one turn. But I think it's too much of a gamble right now. So I'm going to take nothing. Then we're going to upgrade all strikes and defends, because that's just really good at this point in the game. You can remove a card there, but I just think that since I haven't done very much so far, I'm sort of short on funds, it's probably better. And we'll do this. We still have all charges of the Wing Boots, so I need to pay more attention to that. Let's just go straight after this middle dude. Yeah, I'm gonna do Corruption. I would like Feel No Pain and anything else that synergizes with block. Can't remember any of the other cards that do that, but they exist. But this is going pretty easily. Surprisingly. I've been playing on higher Ascensions for so long that I sort of forget how easy Ascension 0 is. It's just basically autopilot. Havoc is fine, but I think it's going to be more useless than it's worth with Snecko Eye. And I think Cleave with a little AoE. I feel like, nope. So yeah, this boss summons enemies for a brief period of time, but it doesn't... Actually, I think we have to fight three elites if I don't worry about going to the shop. And I use my Wing Boots. I'm sort of losing my train of thought. Wait a minute here. This. It's 15. I don't need to exhaust this yet. This is the other enemy that I hate a lot. $15. Sever Soul. Seems like we've got a pretty strong build coming together. Barricade plus with Snecko Eye plus Corruption is so good. Now I want to take lots of block cards, because this will basically guarantees us to get through the boss fights. Okay, thank you for just really messing me up here, Snecko Eye. We're gonna do a Gambler's Brew. Get rid of all the expensive cards. Play this. I think I just want to get to 12. I don't even want to play Sever Soul. Well, we could do it. We could not do it. It's a bad idea. There's our barricade, and now we can play whatever we want. Although we are like out of block now, so we may just lose. I maybe should have considered that. Yeah, now we're just going to take consistent damage over the next couple turns. So I definitely need more block cards. But actually, we're going to be fine. We'll take a little bit of damage, but nothing more, nothing that Burning Blood won't work out. We're going to take True Grit just because. We're going to fight another elite, and then we're going to go to the shop. I think that was probably one of the tougher bosses for us. I want to kill this guy. So we'll take 4. Let's take... Should we use the Power Potion? We have... We'll wait on the Power Potion, I think. The Corruption. Play Shrug It Off. Use a Regret. Play this, play this, play this. We can just play our whole hand. Now we have a decent amount of block. Kill that guy right off. That's not helpful. Should have played the defend there, but whatever. Yeah, so I tend to play this game like pretty fast, faster than is probably advisable. I would rather, you know, take a little bit of damage than spend an extra 45 minutes playing this game. And I think what I'm gonna do, I was shooting for like 45 minutes to an hour with these videos, but I think I'm just gonna play until I finish or lose a run. If the run is sub 20 minutes, I'll do another one. But I think, like, if I were to die at this point, I would just stop the video, because it is just sort of, I'm not an accomplished enough YouTuber yet to be able to record for like an hour long and provide good content. I can't even really record for like 15 minutes and provide good content. Let's do Sever Soul because it'll get rid of the burn. Oh, and just kill. Damn, not even paying attention. Peace Pipe is like fine at this point. We're gonna take Metallicize. I really hope we don't fight the Awakened one. So we're gonna jump over to the shop. Or we could continue up, hit this, then hit this shop, and then this shop. But yeah, let's do that instead. Oh, hello, Snecko. Congratulations, you played yourself. I used to hate fighting Snecko, but I actually really don't mind it anymore. When you fight Snecko without Snecko Eye, you don't get the 2 bonus draw, but it's still not a big deal, I think. Unless you're running, like, if you're playing the Silent and you're running low-cost cards, you're probably mad when you run into Snecko, but it's not a big deal right now. Like, I handled that pretty quickly. I don't think I need Artifact Potion against this upcoming boss. I'm going to take another Shrug It Off, because it's so good with Corruption. Sundial is really good too. Oh, we've got kind of a good deck coming together. Feel No Pain? Absolutely. Take yet another Shrug It Off. Take a Whetstone. Upgrade 2 of our good cards. Get rid of Regret. And we'll move on. This is a blast. I should do this Dungeon Zero more often. Let's do that. And that. I don't have any block, but I can take the 6 pretty easily. I would like a little bit of a strength upgrade. This. And I guess these cards are all just going to get exhausted, but this fight is pretty much already over. And I think I'd rather take this than this. And I think now Body Slam is worth taking. Body Slam, when it's upgraded, costs 0, but I don't think it's worth doing anymore because we have Snecko Eye. We're just going to try and block through this fight. And actually, I am going to take the power. I'm going to take the Strength Potion for this fight because you saw how it went last time. And maybe I should have done this, and I would have exhausted all of these, and then I would have gotten a bunch of block. But I'll just take the damage. I know it'll shuffle 3 wounds into our deck, but it's not a big deal. And now this is where we start rolling. Let's just do this. Our next card is Corruption. Having to play it for 3 is not my favorite thing in the world, but being able to get all this block is... Yeah, this is why I've been taking all the Shrug It Offs. I love it when a plan comes together as that one guy from the A-team said. Hannibal, is that his name? Should I take Inflame? I think Spot Weakness is better. Another Shrug It Off, perhaps? Yeah, I think let's do it. I think this is a really fun deck right now. I don't think we can really ruin it. I mean, I could have beat the third act boss right now. This is also really good with the deck we have going, with all the block we can build up super easily. You wouldn't traditionally take it, but I don't think that we could lose if we consistently draw these. Yeah, we're gonna toke. Toke up. Get rid of another strike. So yeah, the cool thing about apparitions, why are these 0? Oh, because of Snecko. The cool thing about apparitions is they stack, so if you get multiple ones in each turn, they'll carry over to the next round. We are just going to play the Barricade. I know it's like not the best thing in the world, but I think getting out early with the apparitions is good. We'll also take this, play Metallicize, it'll give us enough block, or almost enough block to get through the fight without taking any damage. And now we just play it out. I know I'm playing like completely the wrong order here, but okay, so we win. I think an Entrench would be helpful now. And we'll just play the Body Slam. Wish I hadn't exhausted that card, and I wish I would have played the Strike, but I'm having too much fun having too much power. Cool. What does this guy take from us? Strike plus? Not a big deal. And we can just play so much stuff here and absorb most of the damage. Okie doke. I think it's going to be Sever Soul and Body Slam. Or Cleave and Body Slam. I think Cleave just to kill that guy too. And now we're almost done. Oh, I guess I could have just killed him. Okay. This is a much better first episode than the first one I recorded. Any of these cards is really good? Not really. I think I like what we have going here. Is it weird that I just think I'm going to take Empty Cage? It's probably one of the worst boss relics you can take, but I think just keeping our deck thin. Or maybe run a cube. No, I'm gonna take the Empty Cage. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna remove one of these and one of these. So we got nothing out of that boss fight, but we don't really need it. This is going to be a pretty doable boss. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. God damn it. I got one of those ones that, you know, just refuses. Refuses to come out like a queer child in a terrible home. These guys suck too, but with apparitions and barricades and Snicko, we'll be okay. This kind of sucks. Not a fan of this. I think we're just gonna stall. These guys, if you don't know, you have to kill them all at once, or within one turn of each other, or you lose. Or you don't lose, but they come back to life. Right, so you lose the moral victory. Okay, we are getting absolutely nothing done. Corruption of Barricade, there we go. And we're off to the races. Yeah, Apparitions plus Barricade is one of my favorite combos in the game. It just works so beautifully. And everything is cheap now, which is cool. So yeah, this guy will regrow if we can't kill both of these at the same time, which shouldn't be too hard, considering that I just did it. We'll take another True Grit. And yeah, we're gonna fight these guys. Someday I'm gonna draw both of these Corruptions and Barricades, and I'm gonna be like 4, and I'm gonna be really sad. But not today. We'll just bash. Nimble Exhaust. It's not something of our choice. It'd be cool to get there's an event that upgrades all of your cards, so then you can no longer heal, and I think that would be pretty good for us right now, actually. Got some burns in our deck, but aside from that, things are going pretty well. I think I'm just gonna do this. We'll take 2, 1, we'll be fine. I just forget the way how Apparition interacts with other things. But what it does is make the game really easy. It feels so bad to me when I can't take Apparition, because you're like, oh, I have a deck that's like built around my HP, or I don't put up enough block regularly, and you're really sad about it. But it feels really good when this happens. And I have so much garbage in my hand. Holy crap. Probably I should just killed him with the body slam. That probably would have been better. Right now I'm just looking for Entrench. Entrench basically means that we will no longer run out of block ever. Magic Flowers, pretty much nothing for us. Dual Wield isn't helpful for us either. None of these are good for us. What should we lose? We can lose an unupgraded True Grit. For Mabank? Wow, that's less than useless. It's the one meme. It's less than useless, my boy. Let's see. How much Entrench is not a rare? Is it a rare? This is like one of the weird circumstances where I'm just gonna take Orrery because I'm looking for that one card. Nope. Offering could be good. We'll come back to that. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll take the Offering. Let's take another look at Exhaust. All non-exact attack cards in your hand gain 7 block for each card exhausted. I mean, this is just worse than if I exhausted my defense by playing them with Corruption. So this was a waste of gold, pretty much. Thank you, game. Duplicating part of my deck, don't mind if I do. And I think that card is going to be Offering. Okay, I wish I could play all these cards together. Oh, fuck, are you kidding me? Oh. Now we really gotta draw through our deck. Thank you, Offering, for showing up now. Because now we can draw through my deck. I'm gonna avoid playing cards until I can playing my my block cards until I can get more stuff, which means I can't play Sever Soul. Okay. We're gonna draw a bunch of these apparitions. They're gonna cost 0. We're gonna play them all at once. Bash. And then hopefully we're gonna draw Barricade. There it is. Okay. God, I would kill for that entrench. But this is also good. This, and this, and this. Our apparitions are worn out. I have all attack cards in my hand. I can play everything, and the Byslam is going to do work. Should have taken the bronze scales that earlier shop, huh? This is... Wait. We'll take that. Should we toke? Should we toke or smith? I think we're gonna toke. Sorry. Very unprofessional of me to leave my notifications on during a recording. Can you imagine? I think we'll just get rid of our last strike. I'm keeping those last few blocks around like my cherished old friends. Okay, so we've got it pretty much. We don't have it, but we have coincidentally large amount of cards that are cheap. Do that. Do that. I think we're just gonna play one of these anyway. Please don't exhaust my Sever Soul. We'll just kill one of these right off. And then we'll play this. I should have done that, and then that would have killed both of them. But you know. There's our corruption. And the game's over. I don't even really need Feel No Pain. This is a really scary enemy at higher ascensions. Just ruins your day. Now I'm ruining her day. Not sure of the gender of this enemy. Apparently the gremlin leader in Act 1 is female. Ginger 2, are you kidding me? This is the dream deck. I'm gonna take Rage 2. I'm glad I'm recording this one. And we're gonna look one last time for Entrench. Barricade. Apparition. This. Bash this sucker. We still have these potions that we can use. Corruption. Hello, my old friend. Who is giving me more energy. This is gonna suck against the Time Eater. But who cares? I'd rather play this with an apparition. Oh wow, what a turn. Cool. Oh, with is this during combat? Does that heal twice as much? Wonder how it works with Meat in the Bone. I think Burning Pact is not good considering who we're facing. Ugh, my Entrench. My Entrench. Take the question card and work even harder for it. More combat. I didn't even use up all of my wing boot charges. That's embarrassing. Okay. Shrug it off. This. Corruption being cheap is always nice. This. Oh, there's my barricade. Which means we are no longer going to play... I can't exhaust it. Can't afford to do that. These guys are pretty easy at this point, though. We have lots of AoE, or a decent amount, anyway. Oh, I actually have corruption going on. It's the barricade I don't have going on, right? I think, though, I can afford to do these, and then use Body Slam to just finish them off. Or work them down, at least. I'm gonna keep that other Shrug It Off. We have 3 turns of Apparition, or 2 turns left now. Which is still good. Just play that. And you're so close to being dead. Well, we didn't even have to play Barricade. I guess I don't always have to play Barricade. I think the Dex Potion is way more useful than this. I haven't been playing any of my cards. Oh well. This guy, I hate too. Anything with the malleable. And I'm gonna take damage. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I refuse to take damage. Hello, Barricade. Oh, hello, Barricade. Didn't see you there. Oh, he's gonna put Parasite in our deck. That's infuriating. But not a big deal because of the blue candle we got much earlier. Play this. Play Feel No Pain. Italicize. Play Rage. Play this. Sundial. You know, just infinite Shrug-It-Offs. It's over for you, dude. Spot weakness. Hit him with the old bash. I have gotten the achievement for getting 999 block in a turn, which I think is the maximum amount you can not in a turn, but in a combat. Not to flex or anything. I think another Feel No Pain will go excellently. All these powers are just good considering who we're facing. Like this, like this. This guy we need to damage to hit. To hurt, but just having apparitions alone pretty much ruins his day, so I'm not super worried about it. No, none of this matters what I'm doing here. I'll just play this. Yep. Okay, I should talk more about like just like banter now. It's kind of hard to banter with yourself, I suppose. More cards. I'll talk more about movies I've been watching. I've been watching all the Harry Potter movies, and I'm still convinced that I loved the 6th book as a child. Right, as I got older, right. The first time I read it, when I was like, however old I was, like 10, 9 or 10, something like that. I was like, oh, this is not for me. It's boring. Dumbledore is dead. All is lost. But now I have way more respect for it, and the movie has some like absolutely gorgeous moments in it. It's like back to the thing I was talking about with Jojo Rabbit, where it has a really good tonal balancing, where despite the fact that it's during a really dark part of the series, it is. Should I take another Metallicize? Let's do it. It is still just an absolute... Like, it's really fun to watch, and I really loved watching the romance of the characters and finally like, moving towards... They do a much better job of setting up the Ron and Hermione romance throughout the series if you watch them all right in a row. They're pretty clearly into each other, which I guess is not as obvious in the books. It's been a while since I've read them. What else if I upgrade this? I'm not going to. I'm going to get rid of a Defend. 32 deck. 32 cards in my deck. That's not bad. I'm just going to drink the Dex Potion. And sort of try to set up our stuff. The Time Eater does not want us... Why did I play that? does not want us to play a bunch of cards. They get stronger as every time we play 12 cards. But considering we have barricades and apparitions and body slams, we don't really care. We get 3 cards to play in the next turn. These are 3 good ones to play. Italicize and Apparition. Okay, I don't want to play Parasite just because it'll take up a turn, but I will. I guess I'll play all these cards. And now we'll exhaust anyway. And then we're just going to keep generating stuff. We are running sort of out of time here. But I just did half of his HP. I saw some sort of theory on the Slay the Spire subreddit about like the way the time meter is dressed matching some other character, but I don't know if there's some kind of hidden lore to this character. He's going to try and we're gonna get body slam next turn. He's gonna try and generate. He'll get half of his HP up to half back next turn, but it's not going to be good enough because I'm going to kill him next turn. And we're done. Cool, 46 minutes is exactly where I would like to be. See how much damage we did, 975, that's pretty good. Okay, well I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching my video. See ya.